Hey guys, my name is Sarah Abdelaziz and today I'm going to be showing you my arc length project. So for this project I decided to use Crystal Lake Park as my path, and Crystal Lake Park is located in Englewood, right next to the turnpike, and my aunt actually used to live by the park, and often when I was younger I would take walks with her and my little cousin. In fact, one day, while the day my mom was supposed to give birth to my little sister, my aunt picked me up from school and actually took me out on a walk around the park as my mom was giving birth to kind of distract me from missing my mom. So the first thing I decided to do was to pick where I was going to find my use the arc length formula, which is essentially this area right here. And for the rest of the path, I used the ruler tool provided by Google Maps to measure the straighter lines of each part of the path. So first I measured the distance between the start of the arc to the end point using the ruler tool, and this came up to be about 82 feet. I then decided that this would be the length that I would use as my x-axis, and that this would mean that this point right here would be 0, 0, and this point right here would be 82, 0. And in my actual graph, I inverted the positioning of all these points to kind of make it easier for my viewing purposes. And so then I decided to pick some points on the line in which I would measure the height from the x-axis to that point using the ruler tool. I then put all these points into a data table and then plotted them onto Wolfram Alpha's quadratic regression calculator, which gave me this graph along with the associated function. And then I decided to take the derivative of the function in order to later plug that into our arc length formula. So for the arc length, I obviously used the arc length formula, and I did it from the points 0 to 82, and I plugged in the derivative of the formula and plugged this all back into my graphing calculator and found that the length of the arc was 124.0904 feet. So later then I decided to use the ruler tool, as I mentioned before, to measure the straighter portions of the path, and then I added that all up to my arc length, which came out to be 1511.0904 feet. Google Maps actually gave me a length that was a little bit greater, which came out to be 1525.92 feet. This overall gave me a percent yield of 0.97185%, which is actually pretty small. So this proves that the arc length formula was actually a pretty accurate way of measuring the parabolic part of the path. And this concludes the end of my project. And thank you for watching.